What up? What's going on? So welcome back to the Come On podcast. So I don't know. I'm over it. I'm over it. But maybe not today. So today I want to talk about friends and friendship and how important that is. I had a good friend of mine, my little brother, say, "Hey, you're not you're talking too short." He's like, "Yeah, 30 minutes should be the minimum." It's like, man, why are you pressuring me? Why are you pressuring me? But you can. I will adhere to the pressure. But anyway, friendship. So like that is I don't want to dive into another serious topic, but I'm like, why am I getting all these serious topics thrown at me? Like, yeah, you should talk about this, you could talk about that, you can book about that. But I guess I will. So friendship is very it's an intimate issue and it's very important, right? We think it is, but we try to act like it's not, but it is because it's another venue, it's another sounding board. If you had like come on, right? That's the name of the show. It's like we know what the real deal is. We utilize our friends as an outlet, as outlets. When we get older, we understand that, hey, our friends understand us. And it's like, yo, we want to utilize our friends as a venue to say stuff. And our friends kind of gauge us. They're like, hey, that was dumb. That was good. That was whack. That was very ingenious. That was this. That was that. But anyway, so like this past weekend, I went to a very very good friend's surprise birthday party, and I like his wife text me. She's like, "Hey, you gonna come to like we have a surprise birthday party. We're planning for him. You should come." Blah blah. I'm like, dude, I'm there, man. Don't even like I'm there. And she's like, thanks. He'd be happy. He would be happy. And I'm like, I didn't even think about how happy he would be. That is a thing. That is straight up a thing. And I thought about it. I'm like, first of all, that's a good. She's a good person. It's a good wife. Second of all, like, yeah, he would be happy. Third of all, I didn't even know who would be there. I'm thinking it's like I work with him, so it's like people from work, which is like, yeah, like this report and blah 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 blah. But it was almost perfect. He had no idea. He appreciated it, and it was like a good, you know, job. It was a good job. So, props to the wife. She did a fantastic job, and she had a perfect setup, perfect, you know, collaboration with people. He had no idea. I thought I ruined it because I pulled up and I saw him pass by me. She was trying to keep him out until it was time to party. And I have a very recognizable vehicle. Man, be incognito. I was like, I can't be incognito, yo. It's like you see my joint. But he didn't. So he was just focused. He was focused on family stuff. And it was a thing. It really was a thing. But I really I'm learning to appreciate things that are things. And she was like, "Hey, just come in after him, blah blah blah. Got it set up." And it was very good. So anyway, so my point is, friends are. I apologize about clearing my throat. No, I don't. I'm human, but friends are necessary. Do things with your friends. Do them. Whether or not you working too much, you have a huge family, don't have time. Like, that was very, very refreshing. Like you millennials like to say, and I'm a boom, gut punch. I'm a jab at you millennials. Because you keep making up stuff. But it's a thing. Just spend time with your friends and understand them and learn them and be a part of their life. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was really nice to just go there and meet new people. And my friend is he's a teacher. He's a coach, a teacher, and a lot of folks that were there were his students. And it's like, you see your friends in a different light. It's like, hey, I admire this person because they do something other than, what you know him for. And I know him from work or for work, and he does other things. Like, I do other things, but nobody cares about what I do. It's all good. But it's like, hey, respect what they have going on outside of what you know them to be. And he has a pretty decent network. I'm gonna hate on him a little bit, and if he listens to this, he's gonna know. He's like, yeah, we have good banter. He's gonna be like, yeah, you know what, whatever. But just be there. Just be there. So anyway, I have other friends that, dude, I have dumpster diver type friends, man. It's like, yo, get you know, I have other dumpster diver friends. I have friends that I admire. Well, I love all my friends. It's no big deal, but that's just me. But this was a great party. I am completely happy that he was surprised, and he I was going to say he deserved that. What is deserve? He deserve that. He deserves that, and I'm glad that I was a part of it. And there's a little we're not next door neighbors, so I gotta drive through the night and rocks and alligators and all that stuff, but I'll do it. It was fun. It was very, 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 very fun. So what I am saying right now is, hey, if you are, I am not a spring chicken. I am a fall chicken, if you will. But love that. Like, adhere to that. Embrace it. The relationships that we have developed, initiated, nurtured, progressed in, like, be in that moment. Be in that moment. And I didn't, I always am kind of in the moment, if you will, but not really. I'm always thinking about the future, but it's like, hey, do that. Do that. Like, just do it. Don't think about, hey, I don't have any gas, or like, think of an excuse. Yeah, I have to be at work by 7:00. It's like, nobody really cares about work. We act like we do, but we don't. But just be there, because those are the moments. Those literally are the moments. And I experienced that. And I appreciate him. I appreciate everyone that set it up. His wife, is the people that were a part of it. because I had fun, and that was very, very, very refreshing to me. It was very, very, very just a good Sunday. You know what I mean? And like what I did prior to that, I had a great Sunday. I met a good person, and just like understand that people are all we have, and you got to dive in. You really do. But I think I went down a rabbit hole. But anyway, so like having good friends is that is you need to do that. It's a staple. And I would charge all of you, all 10 million of my subscribers, to nurture your friendships. Don't be mean. Don't be a bad person. Don't be mean. If you are, I'm coming after you, and I'm a wolf. I'll tell you that right now. I am. I am a wolf. So I I can't even deny it. I can't even deny it. I am. But there's that. So friendship. It's supposed to be about friendship. Today's episode. And we're all the same. We all have the same questions. We all have the same, like thoughts. One issue, hey, can men and women be friends? The answer is yes. Done. Yes. Mature people can do anything. You have to be mature. It's not like, so it's like, hey, can men and women be friends if they had some type of relationship prior, blah, 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 blah? Yes. Can men and women be friends if they didn't have a relationship? Yes, they can. They can. You know why? Because if you take a step back, look at the person, and not have some, I'm about to like straight up jack this up. Not have some sexual innuendo. Not have some sexual climbing in the window. I don't even know if that's the right, whatever. Maturity and logic wins in the end. So the answer is yes. I can look at a woman and say, hey, I'm proud of this woman. I'm proud of blah, blah, blah. I know her from this. We've been through this. She's doing this. The answer is completely yes. People say no, but that's not true. That is not true. And I'll charge anybody, anyone, one of my 10 million subscribers, rather not that's you, or I charge anyone that's intellectual, a non-intellectual, a realist, a fakist, anyone to challenge me on that. Men and women can be friends with and without sexual relations. People normally say, hey, yeah, men and women can't be friends because it's just one person that likes the other person more than the other. But that's not true. Once you take a step back and look at each other objectively and look at each other as people, which you will do when you get older, you will do when you become more mature, you can be friends. Because it's like, it's about progress. It's like, hey, what are you doing? And, so like, so say you are a female and then, you are friends with, and you're friends with a male, and this male is like I don't know, say he's a architect and you're like a photographer and you're like, hey, what do you think about this? Like we use each other as resources, not saying that in a negative term, but you can be friends because it'll benefit you, but in a sense, but you're learning, but it's like, hey, I'm not trying to like this. Maybe that was a bad example, but you know what? Scratch that. I don't care, but I'm right. Men and women can be friends, just like men and men can be friends, just like women and women can be friends. It doesn't mean like people say, well, women and women could be friends because they can relate to each other more. But, and the same thing, men and women could be friends because they can relate to each other. But it's like, yeah, that's true. You can relate, and that is a basis for friendship, but understanding also could be a basis for a friendship. So it's like, I'm not going to be like, hey, I'm not going to be friends with you because you don't like the Jets, which happens to be my favorite team. Going to talk to y'all about that. We'll wait until Hard Knocks come out. Like Hard Knocks, but that's another issue. It's a rabbit hole. But yeah, I don't want to talk about that right now. But anyway, yeah, we know that sex on sex can relate because of that. They have that in common. It's like, hey, we have this in common, blah, 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 blah. But people are people. People aren't dumb. People are not dumb. Like, you can understand what the other person is thinking, relating to. So you can be friends with them. And you can, I hate to use the word use, but you can use that. You could say, hey, like, I understand you know this, so I want to use it as this, blah, 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 blah. So don't give me that, like, men and women can't be friends because one person likes the other person. If one person likes the other person, then they absolutely should not be friends. They shouldn't. And friends is not like, friends have mutual interests, is what I'm saying, and it doesn't have to be sex. I'm out of here. That was an ingenious moment. So there's that. But so what else? So like I wanted to talk more about the friendship deal and just growing into friendships. It's very important. Like I have different friends. I have some friends that are clueless and just want to be like, yo, like, yo, man, gotta be to work in 15 minutes. I have other friends. Like last episode, I talked to you about my friend that gave me advice about talking about guns. That dude, like, I love that dude to death. So it's like, hey, but I'm gonna, like, I need that type of person as a friend. But, however, we're gonna fight. We're gonna poke jabs. But at the end of the day, if I didn't have that person as a friend, I probably wouldn't be who I am. So I'll hate on him, talk about him, jabs, those gut punches. But at the end of the day, I actually really don't care about what he says. I just care about that he's there. And that's what we need to do. You know what I mean? That's what, and I'm charging you. Whoever your friend is, your bestie, don't call them your bestie. Show them that they are your bestie. And I'm making friends every day, reluctantly, because I'm at that point. It's like, hey, my friend is my house, my couch, my penthouse, my evening meal, if you will. But what I'm charging you all to do is respect your friendships, nurture them, because all we have is people. All we have is people. We don't have plants. We don't have animals. People get animals for companion, but you're just taking care of something else. They say, got to get back home because my dog is blah, blah, blah. And that's great. But that dog is not going to give you advice or not going to comfort you when your boss yells at you. They'll just be there for you to take care of. And that is a key core like thing we do as humans. It's like, hey, we find comfort in taking care of other things. And there's humans that deny that, which is fine, but I don't know. Like I need to like I'm not gonna say I need to run for office, but how am I like I'm a genius in my own regard. That's crazy. Right? And I'm just like making up stuff. But I would charge you all, nurture your friendships, listen to your friendships, understand them, pull those people in that you need to pull in because we don't have that much time. We really don't. And it'll mean a lot to them, it'll mean a lot to you, and you'll find things like very refreshing. And like I have I talked about my little brother, like this dude is listening to my shows. He's like, hey, he's giving me advice on my shows. It's like that's priceless. I appreciate that. I really appreciate that. It's like, you know what? Thank you. So I'm gonna nurture that friendship. The people around you, just observe the people around you and appreciate them for what they are. And I'm trying to actually apologize if this show is a little bit more serious. Like this is the third serious show in a row. Two, three, four, fifth. But I don't care. Just spitting that knowledge. Catch me in the corner not speaking like Ghostface. Give a shout out to the W. And that's real integral to me. It's real I just think we should. I have a, you know what, I don't care. I'll just spit it out. Whatever. Treat your friends, treat the good friends, your good friends, treat them like good friends. Do it. Do it for me. Do it for me. And do it for you. Secondly, do it for me firstly. And do it for me secondly. But hold the people close. We've all gone through stuff. Last couple of years, 5 years, 6 years has been horrible. It's been like drinking bleach. So we should learn, right? All we have is people. And I will continue to say that. I'm going to say that every other show. Or I probably won't, but I'm going to say that I'm going to say it every other show now. The people that you, and it's not about just entertaining you. It's about being a base for you. The people that are a base for you, that you learned from, you rely on, hold those people close. Not trying to be too serious, but I am being too serious because it matters. So do that. What else? So anyway, let me know what you think, and that's all I got. See you.